Hello, everyone. I'm here to talk to you about a new tool that we've discovered and want to share with everybody and some ideas about it. Just a quick little background here. I'm a member of a subcommittee on the equity team. Included on that subcommittee was Sue Monmany, Helene, Sarah Berger, Katie Baria, and myself. And we were looking at what are some possible sources of data that we could really harness around equity. And we looked at some of the work that we've done in the past. And Hannah and Rachel and a bunch of other people have done these great pieces around classroom libraries. And that kind of sparked our interest in what data we could collect around that and how could we use that data to support our teachers and our students. And that's where this whole conversation came from. So what we did is we stumbled on a system through BookSource. If you don't know who BookSource is, they're an extremely reputable book provider that works closely with Teachers College and Readers and Writers Workshop to support classrooms. BookSource had this tool called BookSource Classroom that, and I'll tell you a little bit about it in just a moment, but basically it would take some of our prior practices with the materials survey and additional resources that we have available to teachers, and it would meld it with a new tool that would help us extend that work, support that work in really exciting ways, and also have some benefits, some serious benefits for our literacy instruction overall. So now I'm going to show you a little bit about what BookSource Classroom has to offer. So it has an online book inventory. So you can store your classroom library in one place. You can see it all. You can keep track of it. You can have simple student checkouts, so students can check those out. The reason this is important is down the road, I can show you there are reports that you can create very easily to show which texts, which levels, which content your students are accessing. That could be extremely handy when taking a look at independent reading or small group reading or whatever use you would use this for. The big thing, the reason that we're looking at this, is this automatic diversity audit. And I'm going to show you a little bit more about that in just a moment. And then some student reading insights. Those are the four big things that are provided by the tool. Now, in the presentation, you'll see the video I'm about to play if you'd like to look at it. So I'm going to turn it over to the video.
BookSource Classroom has to offer. One of the things is that your students will be able to sign into your particular classroom. So you have a teacher password that allows students to get into your classroom, should you choose to use that. I'm just going to sign in here. And here you can see it land on our dashboard. And our dashboard offers a lot of quick glances at things that are in there. I only have one book in my inventory. Obviously, that's not going to be the same for classrooms, but you can see how many are inventories and how many students. You can see books that are checked out. You can see students with books, review and approve. You can approve books. All of these things right from the dashboard. So here's a quick view of your diversity audit, things like that. And so this is where you land. Then there's your library. When you go into your library, you'll see your books. Like I said, I only have one book, Sally Goes to the Farm. I highly recommend it. Checkouts and returns, and you can add books to your account. Important to note, you can scan books quickly, and we have purchased scanners for all teachers in Montpelier Roxbury Public Schools. So you'll have a scanner in your classroom to use if you choose to. You can also see your students and see information about them. This is where it gets really powerful. So in the library lens, when you dig in, you can see suggestions or issues. And I just want to take a closer look at these to show you how deep this system will go. So we have African American authors, African American illustrators, books featuring African American protagonists, Asian American authors, and you can see the list of things that come up here. Special needs, American heritage and culture, diverse inclusive images, physical disabilities, financial hardship. There is a lot of depth to the measures that this will take in our classroom libraries. And the power of this is that we start collecting data on what we have and what we don't have as a district. We can really make some moves to create better systems and better opportunities in our classrooms. Right now, that's really difficult to see. And here you can see issues. Again, I only have one book in my library, but so it says you need more nonfiction titles. So if I click on that, and you can set up grade levels and things like that, it will show you recommendations for your books. It includes Lexile levels, grade level, interest level, all those different things. Back to the library lens, reading level. I only have that one book in my library right now, so it shows me my Lexile and my reading. Diversity, freshness categories, things like that. Another tool in here is reports. So you can get any of these reports really easily. So book distribution by guided reading level, book distribution by Lexile level, AR level, fiction, nonfiction, checkout history, current books checked out, things like that. You can also generate student reports, which would be, I think, very helpful for individual student conversations, thinking about the depth of reading that students are doing, exploring those things. Those are the basics of the Booksource Classroom, but it's just a really powerful tool that we want to have available for educators to use. And I think it's going to be something that we can continue to grow with and learn from and gather more information, in addition to the great resources that we already have in the district around classroom library audits and tools to use, and educators that have been doing that work that we can lean on. This is just another tool in that toolbox that can add to that work.
So that just walked you through how to, the breadth that comes with this, the considerations it is. And it's, not the end all be all tool, but it certainly points us in a direction. And it has all those considerations for us to think about with our texts in our classroom. So how do you get an account? Well, you go to this link, classroom.booksource.com, and it will say there's a blue tab there that says Get Started, and that's where you start to set up your account. At the moment, Booksource is working on a way for us to connect all our accounts within a district, so that if we have teachers in our district, we can pool together and you'll be able to see what other teachers have in their classroom library. We'll be able to do some sharing. We'll also be able to see the data to say, wow, we really need to support purchasing X, Y, and Z to bulk up our classroom library offerings. So there's a lot of possibilities there. And then there's also this video on how you scan a book. Hello, everyone. So I just wanted to show you really quickly where you go to add a book into your library. And there are two ways to do it. This is your main dashboard. And if you come over to Library and click on that, over in the right-hand corner, you will see your options. You can import a book list into your library. So if you had a spreadsheet of all your books, you could do that. You can document a return, or you can add a book. Now, once you get to this screen, you can use your scanner. If it's connected to your computer, you just scan and your book goes in, or you can type in the ISBN number directly into this chart. And there you go. Just again, so everybody knows, we purchase scanners for anyone that wants one. So at the end of this, there's an exit ticket for you to fill out. If you'd like a scanner, we will give you a scanner. It's yours. Keep it in your classroom. Use it for the books. It's yours to keep for this work. So definitely think about that. The other thing that's on this presentation is a bunch of other resources. Now, most of these were rounded up by Rachel and Hannah and others. So definitely reach out to those folks as well. But there's a ton of great things in here that can help continue this journey around classroom libraries and equity and diversity. Please take the exit ticket. Okay, there's some questions in there about what are your questions, what are your wonderings, how might you use this, but it's also a way for you to sign up to get the scanner, and we'll get those to you as soon as possible. If you have any questions whatsoever about this, you can talk to me, or you can talk to anyone in that subcommittee. I'm sure we'd be able to help. And yeah, there you go. Wish I could be there in person. I'm sorry about that. trying to be in a bunch of different places at once. But let me know what you think if there's any questions, and we'll dig in. Take care.